Und wir sind in Diamond City. Hat nur ein paar Speichern und Ladenzyklen gebraucht. Bis wir dann da waren. Da ist er.
Hey, where do you think you're going? Now you better answer if you want to keep those teeth.
Entschuldigung.
If you're looking for trouble, feel free to try me.
You want to go, tough guy?
Will you just leave them alone? We're not meant to start trouble with the locals.
Yeah? Well, how do we know this ain't the man we're looking for?
He doesn't even match the description. Now come on, let's get going. We got work to do.
God, you son of a... You got lucky this time, Wastelander. I better not see your face again.
Mhm. Ah ja, ist klar. Ich glaube, das hätte auch ins Auge gehen können.
Hey, all right. Another new client. Don't be shy now. No need to stay in the waiting room. Come sit your himself down. Okay. How about some pie? Oh yeah! I like that look. The kind that says, don't start trouble with me unless you're cruising for a bruising. I can tell you're a guy with his head on straight. The smart, sophisticated type who really understands the way of things.
Who the heck are you?
Whoa, slow your roll. Are you telling me you don't know who I am? You have the distinct pleasure of talking to the coolest cat in the Commonwealth. Everyone calls me the Ron. And you can too.
I need to ask you something.
Ask away. Although I can't chat for too long, I'm expecting... Say... Correct me if I'm wrong, but I get the feeling you were sent here by Jake.
What do you know about him?
Oh, Jake? That hound dog's a good guy. One of my best clients. I'm not gonna pretend I understand all this ASAM stuff he's doing, but he's got his reasons, and the Commonwealth's better off for it. Oh yeah! So, did Jake send you or not?
That's why I'm here.
When you're right, baby! And 9 times out of 10, the Ron is usually right. Gotta say, I'm surprised to see Jake partner up with someone. Always struck me as the lone wolf kind of guy, you know? But any friend of Jake's is a friend of the Ron's. Now, let's get down to brass tacks. The reason I asked Jake back here was so I could share some information. But since you're his partner, I can tell you the info instead. For a price. After all, I'm running a business here.
You've got my attention. Let's hear it.
As Jake tells it, you and he are building up settlements together. Now that's cool and all. But he's off the gas for a second. Have you stopped to think about the people joining those settlements? After all, it's the people that make a town. And surely you want the best and brightest, right?
Yeah, I suppose so.
But you can't always tell who's hip just by looking. Or can you? You ever heard of a vigor tester? It's a kind of science machine, cooked up by pre-war nerds. It can measure a person's attributes. Use it to scan someone, and it can tell if they're as strong as a deathclaw, or as weak as a kitten. Smart as an AI, or as dumb as a mutant. Pretty rad! A useful device, especially for some cool cat wanting to find the cream of the crop. Just so happens, the Ron knows where to find one of these vigor testers. And I'm willing to tell you where it is. However, there is a small matter of payment for this information. 300 caps. Sound fair?
You're a businessman, right? You can do better.
Ain't no one who can say the Ron don't know how to business. Let's say 250 caps. You sly cat.
Is that the best you can do?
Oh, you'll bleed me dry. 200 caps, but no less.
Sure. Here you go.
Oh, yeah. First things first, take this folder. That's all the info the Ron could dig up on the Vigor tester. Now, according to the Ron's records, last known location of the tester was Vault 81. But dig this! That vault's still active. Still has residents inside. So, common courtesy says, you knock first. If you can get inside, ask someone in charge about the tester. If it's still there, chances are they'd know. On a side note, if you're looking for able settlers, I got a few leads you might be interested in. Here, this info's on the house.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Ask, and you shall receive. Oh yeah! Since it appears Jake is busy, I suggest pursuing the Vigor tester yourself. If you don't know where Vault 81 is, it's near the old Chestnut Hillock Reservoir. Just look for all the water. You can't miss it.
Thanks for your help.
You are more than welcome. And remember, if you got information to buy or information to sell, then you come see the coolest cat in the Commonwealth. The Ron!
Ich glaube, ich mag ihn nicht.
Hey.
Welcome to the Ron's Information Emporium.
Looking for a job, if you got one.
I'm always on the lookout for skilled scabbers who can take care of themselves, and I'd say you more than fit the bill. Information is my business, and sometimes valuable information is in some place dangerous. Danger, however, is not my business. So that's where you'd come in. If you don't mind taking a little risk to grab some info, then I have work for you. Interested?
Sure, I'm interested.
Oh yeah! That's what the Ron likes to hear. I need you to grab a bundle of folders. Here, I'll mark the location on your Pip-Boy. Find the info and bring it back. You dig?
Ja, geil. Da müssen wir ja sowieso hin. Das ist ja mega. Es ist auch die Atom Cats. Die Atom Cats unten sind ja genauso auf dem Trichter. Keine Ahnung. Ist nicht wirklich so meins. Aber an sich ein cooler Typ. Das ist neu, oder? Das ist auch eine Mod.
Lost track of how many blisters I got.
What are you offering, exactly?
Caps for melons. Not a bad deal, if you ask me.
Never mind.
Now, you here for business? I ain't got all night.
No thanks.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I'm always open, if you see what I mean.
I get it. Caps for melons. Melons for caps. Ja, richtig so. Ich bin nicht sicher, ob das YouTube-friendly ist. Machen wir unsere Quest weiter. Aber da muss ich auf jeden Fall noch mal rein. Das war, also for Science, ne? Nicht jetzt, ich will ja gucken, was das für Boston Bordello, Red Seed. Was haben die hier alles eingebaut?
Good to know. Remember to support your local minion.
Keep on keeping on, right? Here. Take this. I hope you can find a use for it.
Is this a better time for that talk?
Yeah, I think.
It's just...
Ja, ist in Ordnung. Du magst mich, Gabe. Ich will aber trotzdem nicht
Hey,
mit die Vögel.
go ahead. Okay, this is what I've got.
Okay. Er hat wohl einfach nur gesammelt. Ich muss unbedingt in der nächsten Folge oder in den nächsten Folgen mal Kate oder nee, Kate oder Nick holen. Wobei Nick müssen wir definitiv holen, aber ich glaube, ich würde vorher, bevor wir Nick holen gehen, auf jeden Fall Heather holen. Ich glaube, ich war noch nie mit Heather bei Nick. Und habe gesehen, was die dazu sagt. Die kann ja Sims nicht ausstehen. Wir sind noch nicht in Fight. So, seid ihr böse? Scheint sich nicht mit mir rollen zu wollen. Hasse die Dinger. Alter. Habe ich dir deine Munition weggenommen? Return a code to... Oh.
Don't think I can pick this.
Mhm. Gut, den müssen wir dann später abgeben. Jetzt gehen wir zuerst hoch.
Things you can't unsee.
Mhm. Und da sind auch Things you can't undo.
No way I could pick this.
Hm.
This is one of those vaults that you came out of, right?
Hold it right there. Vault 81 security. I don't know where you got your hands on a working Pip-Boy, but you better start talking.
I got it in Vault 111.
Vault 111? Haven't heard of that one yet. And what sort of business are you looking to take care of here in 81?
What's with the third degree?
It's called protocol. Think we just let anyone in here? Think again.
Who is it, Edwards?
Ma'am, some new Commonwealth traveler. Not one of our usual traders.
Well, if someone wants in, they can earn it like everyone else. Let me speak to them. Sorry about that. Officer Edwards here was just doing his job. I'm sure you can understand our need for caution. For newcomers, we like to operate on exchange. You help us, we help you.
But I'm a fellow Vault dweller. Can't you just let me in?
Excuse me, ma'am. Before you arrived, he did say he was from Vault 111. And he's in possession of a working Pip-Boy.
Is that so? I'm going to allow it. Edwards, open the door and make the announcement. Officer Edwards and I will meet you at the entrance.
Sweet.
Come on, Gwen. My guys have been working doubles for weeks now. They need a break.
Everyone's working hard right now, Cal. You think I don't know that? Just do the best with what you can. That's all I'm asking.
Fine, I'll see what I can do. But you and I both know we can't keep going on like this.
Sorry about that. As you'll soon see, we have a few maintenance projects underway. Gwen McNamara, Overseer. Welcome to Vault 81. We've never encountered a fellow Vault dweller. Is this Vault 111 you mentioned still operational?
No. Not anymore.
I'm sorry to hear that. What happened there? Did something go wrong?
They had us cryogenically frozen in these pods, but something malfunctioned.
Oh my god. All those lives lost due to some malfunction? That's unacceptable. I suppose we've been lucky. Here, we pride ourselves on having maintained a successful vault over these past 2 centuries. We'd like to be completely self-sufficient, but there are certain resources we can't provide ourselves.
I'm impressed you maintained a successful vault for so long.
Thanks. I owe it to the overseers before me, but some here would disagree. A few believe opening the doors to the Commonwealth was a mistake.
You should be wary.
Exactly why we rely on a select few traders for our needs. Now, I have work to do.
Ma'am, what about his friend here?
I'll allow it. Security is already extra mindful as it is. If he's lived this long in the Commonwealth, I'm sure he's chosen his friends wisely. If you need anything else, I'll be in my office.
I got 2 words on what I expect out of you.
Not everyone gets
Best behavior.
From the
Also.
overseer himself. Normally, that's my job.
Is something the matter? You sound upset.
What? No, I'm just tired. Do you usually ask such personal questions? Anyway, welcome to Vault 81. I'm Deputy Overseer Mansfield. If you have any questions or problems, please bring them to me. Otherwise, enjoy your time in the vault.
Can you take a look at these schematics?
Oh, goody. More junk from the Commonwealth for me to examine. All right, hand it over. I'll look. Oh, I know this device. It's the Vit O Matic. The Vault's previous physician used it all the time. However, when Dr. Forsyth took over, he deemed the device too hazardous. Something about combustible tumors or some such. Is that why you're here? For the Vit O Matic? If so, I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint you. Even if we no longer use the device, it's a rare piece of technology. I can't just hand it over to some unwashed outsider.
Bitte?
Maybe we can reach an agreement?
Perhaps if you were to perform a number of services for the Vault. You see, Part of my job is making sure the vault runs smoothly. This often means dealing with minor issues before they become a problem. If you've the wherewithal to solve a number of these issues, then I suppose I could justify giving you the Vit O Matic as payment.
Yeah, sounds fair.
The first task I'd ask of you is rather mundane, but vital to the vault's continued survival. You see, our vault's reactors are kept running almost exclusively by a single robot, Old Rusty. However, due to his poor maintenance, Rusty requires a lot of oil to stay operational. A lot of oil. If you could bring, say, 10 units of oil to Old Rusty, that should ensure his continued operation. At least for a few months.
Surely there's room for compromise.
You've got the temperament of an overseer. Very well. 4 units of oil. Your next task would be a little more hands-on. Recently, the vault's been having some issues with its water supply. We've had to run the pumps at full power just to draw in enough water. And the water we do get is of questionable quality. I'd need you to check the intake pipe at the nearby reservoir, see if anything is blocking the water flow, and if it is, clear it. You may have to get a bit wet. If you manage to solve the issue, find and speak to Catelyn. She deals with the vault's plumbing.
I'm on it. Clean water coming up.
I'll believe it when I see it. If you do succeed, I'll have one more task for you. Finish that, and the Vit O Matic will be yours. Off you go.
No signs of radiation.
Ashes, where are you going? Ash! Damn it. Aaron's not going to like this.
Dann gehen wir mal vor Ashes raus. Bin nicht sicher, ob das Öl wirklich für Old Rusty oder für ihn ist. Aber okay. So, vor die Tür gehen wir schon mal. Ich denke mal 2 Quests oder also eine kriegen wir. Ich weiß gar nicht, ob wir genug Öl dabei haben. Wahrscheinlich nicht. Aber wenn wir sowieso schon da sind, machen wir auf jeden Fall noch unten die Überprüfung. Die Untersuchung von Dr. Dingenskirchens. Müsste da unten sein, glaube ich.
That gizmo of yours is buzzing for a reason.
So, mal gucken, ob Ashes schon hinten steht. Dann können wir die nämlich direkt wieder nach Hause schicken.
Ashes, go home. Aaron misses you.
Haha! Nice. Stimmt eigentlich, ein Geigerzähler wäre wirklich eine Idee. Muss ich mal... Ich habe den irgendwo gesehen. Irgendwo konnte ich den craften. Weightlifting auf 46. Loot-Schlampen sind stärkere Schlampen. So, Caitlin.
Another outsider. What they let you in for?
Just taking a look around.
Is the overseer just letting anyone in these days?
I'm a fellow vault dweller.
I don't care where you're from. It's not here.
Is that your Pip-Boy? Better be.
Alter.
What I wouldn't give for spending time off.
If you need a doctor, Forsyth and Rachel are down in the medical center. They can patch you up.
Die sind echt unfreundlich hier.
Hey, mister, are you really from the Commonwealth?
Yes, I am.
I knew it! Hey, I can show you around the vault if you want. Just 5 caps.
Nee.
That's not necessary. I can find my own way around.
Oh, you're no fun.
Nee, bin ich nicht. Entschuldigung, aber...
Must be rough.
But I need your help here.
I'm glad there are still a few places like this.
Ah, da hinten.
Damn, I need a break. Whatever it is, she's looking pretty bad.
Sorry about that.
Hi.
Oh, hey. You must be the outsider. I'm Catelyn, the vault's plumber. Or at least the closest thing 81 has to a plumber. I don't suppose Mansfield sent you here. I've been bugging him for weeks now to get someone on the water situation.
You should have plenty of clean water now.
Was that you who cleared the water intake? I noticed the pressure's back to normal. I'm glad someone was able to do something. The water may still have a strange taste, but at least now we won't run out of it. Here, take this. I'm sure Mansfield's already paying you, but I want to give you a personal thank you.
Dankeschön.
Watch out for the maintenance.
Seeds. I need more seeds.
Oh, warte mal. Aaron ist, glaube ich, hinten. Das ist Typ. Da ist Aaron.
Ashes! You found him! Thanks, mister. I was so worried about him.
You're welcome.
I'm so glad he's safe. Ashes! Bad kid. I was so worried about you. And I bet Mom's gonna make you feel bad. I know, I don't like it either. I'm just happy you're back.
So, dann gucken wir mal, ob wir vielleicht irgendwie... Wie kommen wir denn da jetzt hin?
So excited.
If you're looking to do some trading, look for the details. Alexis is just about anything.
It's been a while since someone from the
Ha! Da.
Hey, old Rusty.
How can I assist you? Warning! Overdue for maintenance. And on me.
Is something wrong?
I'm a bit on the blink, I'm afraid.
Crazy old robot.
Hey, outsider. Do me a favor. If my good-for-nothing brother asks you for Jet, tell him to buzz off.
Who's your brother?
His name's Bobby, and he's my poor excuse for a twin, so you can get a good idea of what he looks like. Look, he's a junkie, but he's getting careless. If he gets caught, we're both in trouble. And as much as I'd like to leave this canned paradise, that's not how I want to go.
You want to leave the vault?
More than you know. There's gotta be more to life than this vault. But if I leave, it's on my own terms. Not because Bobby screwed it up. Now I admit, I've got my own share of the blame here. Bobby gets his chems from me, and I keep him on a short leash. But not anymore. I'm cutting off his useless ass.
Why would you feed his habit?
He's my brother, and he's overworked. I give him a little jet, and he perks up. He seems happy, I feel better, Done. Now that it's getting out of control, it's another story. He wants to put me at risk, he gets cut off.
So his addiction is your fault. Nice.
Hey, I made a mistake, all right? At least I'm trying to do something about it now.
Hey, Tina.
Don't forget what I said. If he gets me in trouble, he'll never hear the end of it.
Hey, the outsider. You lost? No trading going on down here.
Just taking a look around.
Well, only the old generators to see down here. Oh, and hey, if you got any jet on you...
I'm not a dealer.
Hey, forget I asked. Serious, just don't let Tina...
Okay. So, wir haben entweder gar kein oder nicht genug Öl. Ja, okay, gut. Ja, dann müssen wir Öl besorgen. Ja, ich denke, dann kombinieren wir das mit Wollt 81. Das denke ich mal ist wieder ein Waterchip. Nice. Das ist passend. Dann gehen wir gerade noch zu Doc McScuffins hier.
Welcome, welcome. I hope I'm not being presumptuous.
Right.
Would you mind donating some medical samples?
Klar, gerne.
I might.
You want to dicker about money? People's lives are at stake here. Either do it
verdammt.
because it's the right... Just have a seat, and I'll draw some blood.
Ich hätte es natürlich so oder so gemacht, aber keine Ahnung. Ich hätte halt gerne Bandagen genommen. Ohne Scheiß. Keine Caps, sondern Bandagen.
There. Hardly hurt a bit, eh? Thank you. This will be a great help. Now, I need to get these prepared immediately.
So, super. Ja, dann gehe ich jetzt etwas Öl für Roger Rabbit da unten besorgen. Und wir sehen uns das nächste Mal wieder, wenn vermutlich, wie heißt es so schön, Shit hits the fan. Und wir...
I love it. Excellent. I didn't think I'd ever make it in with the hours I've been working.
But you did. And now look completely refreshed.
Das sieht gar nicht so scheiße aus. So, ja. Wir sehen uns das nächste Mal wieder, wenn wir wieder zu Wollt 81 gehen. Und dann machen wir einmal die 81 fertig. Und haben dann hoffentlich unseren Vit O Matic. Wie immer, vielen Dank fürs Zusehen. Like, kommentiert. Hilft mir sehr im Algorithmus. Und bis zum nächsten Mal. Bleibt gesund. Tschaußen.